Hi everyone, I wanted to walk through this problem for you. This is a drop a product line problem because they're thinking about dropping beta and they want to know what is the advantage or disadvantage of dropping or discontinuing beta. So that means that we're going to calculate the product margin, or sometimes called the segment margin. That's the contribution margin minus any avoidable fixed. All right, so we're talking about a product right now that's selling 108,000 units. So that's what we would lose. We would lose that volume. And at what prices? Let's see, 172 is the sales price. Materials, labor, variable overhead, and variable selling from this setup here. The fixed costs are not in there. So we'll let Excel do the math. So what's the total for? We lose that in sales and we lose these variable costs. And contribution margin sales minus all those variable costs there. All of them. All right, so that's the contribution margin that product line is earning right now. But it also has some fixed costs that'll go away, avoidable fixed, that are dedicated only to beta. They're not shared. And so if you get rid of beta, you can get rid of the depreciation on that equipment or whatever that cost is, that monthly cost that's associated with beta. They give us the traceable fixed in terms of per unit, but fixed costs per unit are really artificial. Fixed costs are monthly costs or periodic costs. So I've got to convert this into a dollar amount. So it's only 36 per unit at a certain volume. At what volume is it 36? These per units are based on the annual capacity. It's average cost per unit at this level of activity. At what level? At 128. So this 36 per unit is when you're doing 128,000. So what is that in total? 128,000 times 36. So avoidable 6 in total must have been 4,608,000. And the way they got that 36 was dividing it by the activity 128. If you divided it by other activity, you get it different per unit, but it'd still be 4,608,000. So I like working with fixed cost as a total sum that doesn't change from period to period. Okay, so what would the product margin be? So here's your product margin. So if you gave up or stopped making beta, you would lose that 2,412,000. You'd lose a positive number. So that's a disadvantage of dropping. All right, so let me know if you have a question.